Hey business owners, welcome to AutoAppy. So in today's video lecture, we are going to cover a very interesting automation that is auto capturing leads from Typeform to Google Sheets. So here, what happens is we can automatically send new Typeform responses to Google Sheets in real time and keep your leads organized, shareable and ready for instant follow-ups. And you know one interesting thing? That there will be no manual export required at all. So all this is very easily possible with the tool which we have, that is AutoAppy, which will help us automate this simple task in a single click. So let's know that how this particular automation works in detail. But before doing this, let's understand a bit about AutoAppy in brief. So let's go to the home page. So this is the landing page of AutoAppy, where you can see different options like home, apps, learn, automations, pricing and workflows. So as we go down, we can see a section that is connect your apps, where we can see multiple applications like Google Sheets, Google Forms, Google Drive, you name it. There are multiple of options available below. So you can always see more and find out for yourself, like there are tons of applications available. So as we go down, we can see that there are automation templates available under different sections and domains like marketing, sales, CRM, customer support, etc. So here we have templates which we have curated for you so that you can always learn how automation work, or you can always try out this automation and check it out for yourself, like how it is helping your businesses. Okay, so there are multiple like this kind of templates available. So as you go down, you can check out for our pricing plans, which we have. Is the first one is the starter plan, second one is the essential plan, and the third one is the professional plan. So in the starter plan, you can see that it costs zero, like nothing. So over here, we literally provide 3,000 tasks every month, unlimited workflows, unlimited team members, unlimited app integrations, email notifications. Crazy, right? So what are you waiting for? So just sign up for free. Okay. So now we're going to check out about workflows. So before going to workflows, make sure that you have an account with AutoAppy, or either you have signed in through Google, so that makes it easier for you to access your workflows. So now let's see what are workflows in AutoAppy. So for that, we will just go to workflows, and this will open up this dashboard interface where you can manage and monitor your workflows. Okay, so here we have two options such as import workflow and add workflow. So import workflow is nothing but you need to have a JSON file available with you, which you have to just simply upload. So for this, what you can do is you can always go back to the AutoAppy landing page, just scroll down, and as we had just discussed one template before, we just need to go to any one of the template and select that, say view details, if you want to learn how this automation is working step by step. And if you want to try it, just go back to that section and just simply say try it. So this will open up the automation workflow for you, which we already have set it up, and which is live. So for this, what you have to do is we just have to simply go to export workflow, and which will download a file right over here. So just go to the file location and rename it. Rename it to any name you want. So in this case, I will just rename it as CRM. Say enter, close it, and now we will be going back to workflows. So now we have to click import a workflow. And since I already have few files, I will just try out uploading one workflow for which I already have a JSON file. So just click over here, say open, and yes, it's imported. So this is how you can import a workflow successfully. So go back and to your dashboard, and then now you will have two workflows under this tab. But for now, we do not need this. So we will just go to our CRUD options by clicking to the third three dots and then perform the delete action on both. And here you can now see that there are different filters available, such as the status and the date range. So here, if you click status, we have three other statuses available for each workflow. So if we go for live, that particular workflow is live and active. And if you want to just save a particular workflow, you can always keep it on draft mode. And if you want to run multiple workflows by keeping a particular workflow paused, even that you can do. So by just clicking paused. And then we have other options such as last modified, new, and naming convention like from Z to A, ascending, descending order, task wise you can filter, and there are multiple filters available. So just close it for now. And the clear filter will do nothing but clear all the applied filters till now. So I'll just click clear filters, and yes, they are all clear. So this is it about the dashboard. So now we will be going to check like how we can create a workflow. So click add workflow, and now let's give it a name. So say it is Typeform to Google Sheet. So this is the automation which we are going to cover. So after naming it, just save, and this will open up a trigger application interface which will prompt you to select one trigger application. So now you will be getting a question, right? What is trigger? So trigger is basically a starting point of any workflow, so which acts as a if condition. So if that condition works, only then it will go to the next application or the next action node. So in our case, like we just saw that in the real life example, that the data from the type form is going to the Google Sheet. So now in that case, we have to select a trigger node as type form. So just search type form and click it, and it will open up a list of triggers and actions available. So now we want to create a type form, or either you want to delete a type form, but in our action we want to select a trigger. So just say new entry and say add first tab. Okay, so now we have to set this up. So for this we have to select the and click the hamburger menu available. So here you can see that we have a webhook URL. So simply go to copy, and now we have to go to typeform.com. So make sure that you have an account with Typeform. Since I already have one and I have already created some forms, I will be continuing with the same. So you have to have an account, and you also have to create one of the form from which you want to capture the data and store in the Google Sheet. So here I will be going with lead generation from AutoAppy. So just click that. Yes, so our form is open. So we are having these many fields available, such as the first name, last name, phone number, email, and the company. So now we want to transfer this data from Typeform to Google Sheet, which I have already created. So now what should happen is the data from the Typeform should replicate under these fields, which are same as that of the form created in Typeform. So now we have to connect this with our application of AutoAppy. So for now, what we have to do is we need to go to connect. So after this, it will open up this interface, which will take us to integrations and webhooks, but we have to select webhook and just say add webhook and paste the URL we just copied from AutoAppy and just say save webhook. So your webhook has been saved, but we need to trigger it to on. Since it is webhook off, just shift it to webhook on. So after this webhook is active. So now let's go to AutoAppy and say start capturing sample data. So while the data is captured, we will go to Typeform and we'll go to forms and select a form from where we want to capture the data. So here there is an option of share. So just say share. So this will provide us with a copy link, which we have to copy and open it in a separate tab, which will open this form for us. So just fill it in random with any name. Suppose Priya is the first name, Kapoor is the second name, phone number, just select India here and give a number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, maybe a 10-digit number. So an email address which we will need. So I will just select any of the available email IDs in this. For instance, you can enter your own email ID always, and in the company name also you can give your own choice, and then we just click submit. So yes, your type form is created now. So now we go to AutoAppy and say check status. Yes, so the data has been successfully captured. That means a webhook integration is successful for the first node, that is Typeform. So here you can see that it has sent around 5 array items, so which includes the first name, your last name, your phone number, email, and also your location. So we have already captured this. So just maybe you can check for yourself by saying hide sample data, show sample data, and check out if you have missed out on any of these responses. So yes, we have totally got the response properly. So just close it, close the tab. And now we have to go for our action node, that is the Google Sheet, from where we want to transfer our data from Typeform to Google Sheet. So just hit plus over here, which will open up a list of applications, as you can see here. So which will be our action node. So in this case, we have to select Google Sheet as our action node. So this will open these list of actions. So now we have to select the action as insert a row in Google Sheet and say add node. Yes, add node. So yes, so there are two options available in the setup window of the action node of Google Sheet. So there are existing connection and create new connection. So if you are an existing user, you can always go to existing connection and select from here. But since we are starting afresh, I will be going with creating a new connection. So give this any name. For now, I am giving it Google Sheet #6. You can name it anything. So after this, you just click connect with Google. And this will prompt you to sign in through your Google account, which is linked with AutoAPI. Then it will prompt you for some user access. Just simply say continue. So yes, the connection has been successfully created. So now the setup is over. So now we are at the configuration stage. So over here, it is prompting us to enter two required fields, that is the Google Sheet ID and the sheet name. So here, what we can do is just click map data in the checkbox. And now it will ask us to enter a sheet ID. So this sheet ID is available on the Google Sheet, which we have created. So just simply go to Google Sheet and you can see this URL, right? So from here, you have to capture the data from right from the /d to before the /edit section. So this is your ID. Copy it and go back to AutoAPI and paste it over here. So once you paste it, wait for 2 seconds and then your sheet from where you have to map the data will be available under the drop down. So yes, lead generation is available with the fields which we have just given in the Google Sheet. So for you can always check these. So these are the same fields and the sheet captured is lead generation that has been already captured by Google Sheet action node. So now we have to map all these fields one by one. So just click plus, which is the icon which is used for mapping data. So just click plus and then from category, we have to select the previous node, that is the Typeform, which is the trigger application. Then in the field section, we have to just click and search for the first name. So you can always have the first name as Priya, which we had given in the form response. So just select it from here and confirm. Then in the last name, just do the same process and in the field search for last name, um, or you can very well search it in this list as well. I've forgotten what we had given in the form, so we have to enter the same surname. You can just always search it with the first name. I guess it's Jadhav. So you can always check it by entering answer. Yes, so it is Kapoor in our case. So you need to remember what you had entered in the Typeform while capturing the data. So just select Kapoor and say confirm. So for the email ID also what you had given, you need to map the same thing. So go to Typeform, select this. So this is the email ID which we had given. So select it and confirm. So in the company section also hit the plus icon to map. Go to Typeform, go to the field, and I had given it as AutoAPI. So select it over here and say confirm. And for phone number also repeat the same process. Go to the field and say select this, which is the form response of a 10-digit mobile number, and say confirm. And now we have to say submit. And then we can always say test this node. So task has been executed successfully. And now we can just click hide sample data and show sample data to see our insertion status. So as you can see, it is the row has been inserted successfully. Now we only left to check out whether it has been appeared in the lead generation list on the Google Sheet we created or not. So let's go there. Yes, so it has been auto entered into the rows which we wanted it to be. So you can see this automation is successful and the workflow is also live. So yes, this is it for today's lecture. Hope so for today. Hope you enjoyed the walkthrough to AutoAppy and hope you had fun in today's automation and you could unlock your automation potential. So as we end here, take a break and do surf about us at the rate autoappy.com and do like, share, subscribe. And yeah, if you have any automation in mind and want us to cover it in our upcoming tutorials, feel free to comment down and our team would reach out to you. And keep watching and keep supporting. Thank you.